Wait before you scroll. These 8 early signs of a brain tumor could literally save a life. Maybe yours, maybe someone you love, and the wild part, most people miss them because they look like everyday problems. But with over 700,000 people in the US living with a brain tumor right now, and nearly 30% of them only finding out by accident, yeah, this is something you want to know. Alright, breathe. This video isn't about fear, it's about being aware, listening to your body, and catching things early when it actually matters. And quick reminder, this is educational, not medical advice. If something feels off, talk to a doctor. So let's get into it. Imagine your brain like the busiest city on the planet, neighborhoods controlling your thoughts, your movements, your emotions, your memories, literally everything. A brain tumor is like a construction site popping up in the middle of the city. It doesn't matter if it's small, slow growing, or benign, anything taking up space in the city affects whatever's around it. And that's where the early symptoms start. The first sign is something almost everyone has experienced, which is why it's so easy to ignore headaches, but not just any headaches. These are the wake you up at 5 a.m. for no reason headaches. The kind that feel worse when you're lying down or first thing in the morning. The kind that don't care about painkillers, don't care if you turn off the lights, they just stay. And here's the really strange part, some people get sudden vomiting with no nausea at all. That combination of early morning headache plus vomiting is one of the biggest red flags doctors watch for. If your headache patterns suddenly change or start acting like they have a mind of their own, pay attention. The second sign is trouble with speech, and I don't mean can't find your keys kind of forgetfulness. I mean you know exactly what you want to say, but for some reason the words come out slow or jumbled or weirdly simple, like your brain is buffering. Sometimes it's the opposite, you're speaking normally but the sentences don't fully make sense, or you can't repeat a simple phrase someone just said. These aren't dramatic movie-style symptoms. They often start small, struggling with specific words. Losing your train of thought in conversations, feeling like your brain is tripping over language. The third sign is one a lot of people don't connect to tumors at all, seizures. Now yes, seizures can look dramatic, but early on they're often extremely subtle. Maybe your hand twitches, maybe your face does something you can't control for a second, maybe you smell something that isn't there or you suddenly feel an intense wave of déjà vu. These are called focal seizures and they often happen while you're fully awake. But here's the part you shouldn't ignore, new seizures in adulthood are a big deal. Especially after age 40, if you've never had them before and suddenly do your body trying to tell you something. Sign number 4 is about your vision. A brain tumor doesn't just make things blurry. Different parts of your brain control different parts of your eyesight. So instead of everything getting fuzzy, you might lose just the outer corners of your vision or a specific slice of your visual field. Some people see flashing lights, some see colors differently. Some feel like the world is tilting or bouncing like they're on a boat. And the tricky part. It usually gets worse slowly, which makes it easier to brush off. But persistent vision changes, especially weird ones, deserve attention. The fifth sign is one that family members usually notice first, personality changes. And not in the bad day at work kind of way. More like suddenly feeling irritated over tiny things or having emotional reactions that don't match the situation. Laughing at something sad, feeling nothing during something happy, becoming impulsive, doing things you'd never normally do. Or the opposite, becoming distant or uninterested in things you used to love. When the parts of your brain that manage emotion and behavior get pressured, you don't just feel different, you act different. The sixth sign, cognitive changes, and these feel sneaky because they start so small. You might forget conversations you had this morning. You might keep losing your place during a show or a podcast. Tasks that used to be easy, planning your day, following steps in a recipe, solving simple problems, suddenly feel like climbing a mountain. And here's the key difference between this and normal aging. Brain tumor-related changes happen much faster. We're talking weeks or months, not years. Sign number 7 is numbness and weakness, but not the "I slept on my arm" weird kind. This is numbness that shows up on one side of the body or in specific places and doesn't go away. Tingling that gradually becomes real numbness. Weakness that doesn't improve with rest. Maybe your grip feels off or your face suddenly droops or one leg just feels heavier. The brain controls the opposite side of your body, so symptoms often map out exactly where the tumor might be. And finally, sign number 8, problems with balance and coordination. This one can feel scary because it shows up in daily life. Maybe you drift to one side when walking. Maybe holding a spoon suddenly feels harder. Maybe you feel unsteady even when standing still. Some people describe it as feeling drunk without drinking. Tasks that require precision, buttoning a shirt, writing, typing, start to feel clumsy. And unlike dizziness from dehydration or an inner ear issue, this doesn't come and go. It slowly gets worse. Now listen, none of these signs automatically mean you have a brain tumor. Most of them can be caused by so many other things. But persistent symptoms, especially when they come in combinations, should never be ignored. Early detection saves lives, and knowing what to look for gives you power. So if this video helped you, hit that like button so more people can see it, share it with someone you care about, And don't forget to subscribe for more life-saving health info made simple. Take care of yourself. Your brain does everything for you, so understanding it is one of the best things you can do.